And the masked militant known as Jihadi John has been identified, as we just reported. He's believed to be a college-educated British man from London. Arise News correspondent Frank Ucciardo filed this report.
I'm back, Obama, and I'm back because of...
U.S. government sources who spoke on condition of anonymity confirmed to the Reuters news service that investigators believe Jihadi John is 26-year-old Mohammed Emwazi. Emwazi first appeared in the beheading video of James Foley in August of 2014. Jihadi John's image became the iconic signature for the Islamic State terror group. Asim Qureshi of CAGE, a London-based advocacy group which works with Muslims affected by the war on terror, says the man in the video is similar to Mohammed Emwazi, whom he met in 2009.
It's difficult for me to say that, yes, these two people are exactly the same. Because there's one character that I remember, one person, one young, kind person that I remember, and then I see that image, and there doesn't seem to be a correlation between the two. You might be surprised to know that the Muhammad that I knew was extremely kind, extremely gentle, extremely soft-spoken, was the most humble young person that I knew.
Emwazi is Kuwaiti-born but moved to the United Kingdom at the age of 6. He was raised in a middle-class London neighborhood and went on to study at the University of Westminster, where he majored in computer programming.
By Allah's grace, our Islamic caliphate.
Mohammed Emwazi reportedly started to radicalize after graduating from the university. In 2009, he and 2 other young Muslims were denied entry to Tanzania. Following that trip, Emwazi claims the MI5, the British Secret Service agency, accused him of trying to go to Somalia and join the al-Qaeda affiliate al-Shabaab. Mohammed Emwazi also claimed that the MI5 tried to recruit him as an informant. Mohammed Emwazi eventually traveled to Syria in 2012, where he joined up with the Islamic State. Debbie.
Frank, now we know that this man became identified with these recent beheadings, particularly starting with American James Foley, the American journalist. But how many beheadings do we believe he's connected to?
About 4 to date so far that we know of. He was apparently involved in the beheading of an American journalist by the name of Stephen Sotloff, also a British aid worker by the name of David Haynes. There was also the beheading of a British taxi driver by the name of Alan Henning that he has also claimed responsibility for, and an American aid worker he is connected to his beheading. That name is Peter Kasich.
Before I let you go, it's our belief that he was well known to the MI5. He claimed at one point they harassed him, at another point they tried to recruit him. So the big question is, how was he able to slip out of the UK and into Syria without them knowing?
This has been a problem for not just MI5, but American officials and American intelligence agencies and European intelligence agencies, because basically they try to track these guys from their homes. Once they do something that draws their attention, they try to keep an eye on them. But time and time again, they manage to slip out of their home countries and get into Syria and join up.
Yeah, and then very bad things can happen, as we see. Frank Ucciardo, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And still to come on Arise America, she's one step closer